Ladies and gentlemen, day one of Cleveland Brown mandatory minicamp is officially here. We get to see more SHEDEUR Sanders, more Dillon Gabriel, more Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett. The quarterback battle is going to continue today. And this is a very important day. We're going to break down everything you need to know. And don't worry, we're going to go through a bunch of the warm-ups right now, but if you want a part 2 of this video where we break down some 7-on-7 and 11-on-11 content with SHEDEUR and all these quarterbacks, comment down below part 2, let me know in the comments what you want to see, and with that being said, make sure you guys follow all of the Brown media members. Without them, these videos are not possible to make, so go give them a follow. They'll keep you updated with everything you need to know before I even post these videos, and let's dive into today's mandatory minicamp. Now, to open up practice, they took part of a quarterback, running back, footwork drill where we got to see a bunch of guys just going through footwork. Now, this is early on in practice, not seeing too much throwing from the quarterbacks yet, but don't you guys worry. When that does happen, we'll keep you guys updated with that as well. But I do want to hear from you guys. Who is one player that you're really excited to see throughout this mandatory minicamp period outside of SHEDEUR Sanders? I know everybody is hyped for SHEDEUR Sanders and the way he is really kind of taking over. I get it. He's still taking the 4th reps of the quarterback room right now. But listen, he is getting the attention of a lot of these coaches. So I'm excited to dive into today. Now, we also got to see the first look at new Browns wide receiver Deontay Johnson. I believe he's wearing number 16 in today's practice. So there he is right there. You see him right there, Deontay Johnson. He's been on a few teams over the last couple of seasons, has not really found his new home, but this could be a home for him. He's a very good route runner. He's very good at creating, plays after the catch in space. Get him the ball early and watch him work. That's the type of player he is. Now, he's a little bit of a head case at times, but if he comes in here and works, this is going to be a really good addition for this offense. Here's the rest of the wide receiver core. First off is Jeudy going through some easy little footwork, and then at top of the route, come back, boom, get to the football. So again, seeing some wide receivers go through work here. I believe Jamari Thrash, they're expecting a big year out of him this year. We see, I believe, number 2, which is DeAndre Carter coming over from Chicago. We see 83, I believe this would be Keyshawn Johnson, UDFA this year. Here is 37. He's actually had a couple of good plays as Luke Floria. Here's 31. This is Cade McDonald, had a big couple of catches over the last couple of practices. 84 is Gage Lavardane. And then some other guys is here as well. 38. Not too sure who that was. And then Deontay Johnson's last up there. So saw Jeudy. I didn't see Cedric Tillman among these guys here. Wonder what that's about, but go. Some more SHEDEUR Sanders going through some footwork drills here. I know you guys really want to watch SHEDEUR Sanders throughout this practice, so watch him go through these drills just in case if he's ever a runner. We got to be able to hang on to that football. So that's all they're really doing here, probably going at about 40-50% speed. Nothing too crazy here. I don't know, he's probably going 60-70%, but right here you see him slow it down a little bit. Again, just trying to hang on to the football. That's one thing they're really trying to prioritize this summer is hanging on to the football. No forced fumbles, man. As of right now, I believe Kenny Pickett and Joe Flacco are taking side-to-side kind of reps within this offense, going through, the quarterback and wide receiver drills, and then after that, you see SHEDEUR Sanders, Dillon Gabriel go side-to-side. Now, when you talk about who the starting quarterback is going to be, I would guess that they're going to go the same route that a lot of teams do go, which would be starting a veteran for the first couple of weeks, seeing how that goes. If it doesn't start off great, and by week 7 or week 8, maybe even sooner, they go with one of the rookies, SHEDEUR Sanders or Dillon Gabriel. So I want to know what you guys think. Do you think it's going to be Joe Flacco and then SHEDEUR, Kenny Pickett then SHEDEUR, or what's the kind of way you think this quarterback room is going to go? Or do they go rookie SHEDEUR, Gabriel on day 1? All right, so here's going to be some SHEDEUR Sanders and Dillon Gabriel getting their reps up first. SHEDEUR Sanders on the right, drops back, quick throw, great ball there. Soon we should be getting into some more team activities, which should be fun. Get into that a little bit more here in a minute. However, before we dive any further into this video and break down more of SHEDEUR Sanders, and the Cleveland Browns. Make sure you guys do me a big favor. Hit that like button if you haven't already done so. But most importantly, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel if you are new. Guys, it is free. It doesn't cost anything to join the family. And we will be covering SHEDEUR Sanders, Dillon Gabriel, and the Browns throughout every single practice, mandatory minicamp, training camp. But also, it doesn't stop there. Preseason football, we're going to be looking at SHEDEUR Sanders and these quarterbacks. We're going to be breaking down their film. We got you guys covered. So make sure you guys are joining the family, turning on post notifications, and regular season as well, right? It won't stop. We got you guys covered. Join the family. Let's dive back in. All right, here's a longer video of some quarterbacks going through some individuals with the wide receivers. I think first up here is going to be Kenny Pickett. Running short routes, you got, guy on the left, guy on the right. Basically, already saw a little bit of this, but Joe Flacco is now flip sides. So let's watch some of these individual reps here. Looks like little whip routes over the middle. They flip sides again. They run another set of routes. Dude, guys, I am sitting here right now and I am pumped. I am absolutely pumped for the part 2. I'm pumped for 11-on-11, 7-on-7s. I have not seen a really bad day from SHEDEUR Sanders yet, and I don't want to see one today. I'll tell you that right now. So there was a SHEDEUR Sanders rep. Here's another one, flip sides. Comment down below the number 1 if you think 7-on-7s and 11-on-11s today are going to be crazy. It really might be. All right, here's a backside look from SHEDEUR Sanders and Dillon Gabriel dropping back. They're really working on not focusing on one receiver, okay? So normally you'll see them, look to the opposite side of the field, right? Look left. All we're trying to do here is move the safeties. Now, I get it. There's no defense. There's no safeties back there, right? But we're trying to instill in the brains of these quarterbacks that, hey, don't stare down your number 1 threat or your number 1 option, right? So that's all they're doing right here. You're going to see them, scan left and then boom, fire right. Scan left, fire right. Great ball here. Great catch by 31. Again, Cade McDonald. Great throw there by SHEDEUR Sanders. Might have one more rep here for SHEDEUR as he drops back. Looks left. Nice. Let's go. All right, guys. So these 11-on-11 and 7-on-7 period is going to start very, very soon. I think it is open to the media, which means they can record it. Again, I'm not for sure, but I do believe that right now. So if that is the case, we will be breaking down in probably about 30 minutes to an hour. You're going to see a part 2 come out if you guys want it, okay? And let me know in the comments if you guys want it. But what we'll be doing in that video is actually breaking down the film of some of these 7-on-7 and 11-on-11 throws. We're going to be looking at SHEDEUR Sanders, Dillon Gabriel, Kenny Pickett, Joe Flacco, all of those guys together in one video. So if you want that update, let me know in the comment section down below. Hit the like button, subscribe. I know this wasn't the longest video and most in-depth video in the world from today's practice, but this was just a warm-up. This was just them going through individuals. So don't worry. Things are going to pick up very, very soon. And I'll see you guys in part 2, which should be very, very, very soon. If it's open to the media, I'll see you guys then. Peace.